In the year 1900, 120 years ago, the famous elk statue was erected on Main Street in downtown Portland. Today it was removed after it was damaged from a fire during last night's demonstrations. Jennifer Dowling taking a look back at one of Portland's earliest pieces of public art. Jennifer?
Good evening, Jeff. Yeah, that was removed earlier this morning, and it's been standing there so long that people say it's become an iconic part of downtown Portland, and now that it's gone, downtown will look much different.
Over the past couple nights, fires have burned near the elk statue on Southwest Main. Of late, it's been a place for people to gather for demonstrations near the Justice Center. The charred and crumbling base, due to heat from fires and other activity, has caused the Regional Arts and Culture Council to remove it for public safety reasons.
It's been such an iconic, historic piece of my daily events for years, and seeing that come down is kind of sad.
Heidi Dose says the landscape will look completely different without it.
It was sort of the focal point as you're walking through that park area, and to have that gone, it's just going to leave a really big empty spot.
The elk has stood here for around 120 years, a gift from former Portland Mayor David P. Thompson in 1900. He wanted a landmark downtown that would serve as a water source for the residents and their animals. The Regional Arts and Culture Council talked to Ken Boddy about its history in 2015.
The idea of providing an open fountain where you could stop, pause, water your horses was one of the inspirations, and he was also inspired by the elk that used to come down from the West Hills to graze here.
The Thompson elk is surrounded by 2 public squares and has served as a gathering place for several other demonstrations, including Occupy Portland.
It creates special areas in the city. It defines place in the city.
Everybody has the right to protest peacefully, but nobody has the right to damage anybody's property.
Nina says with the impacts of COVID and recent protests, Portland looks unrecognizable.
We don't have a downtown anymore. You could cry, it's a shame.
We reached out to the Regional Arts and Culture Council to see what their timeline might be for maybe repairing the statue or replacing it. And Heather Nelson Kent got back to us and told us that it's in storage for the time being, and there is no timeline for returning it to the public eye. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, Jennifer Dowling reporting.